This is the XAUUSD analysis for Thursday, 26th of October. XAUUSD, also known as gold. So let's just have a look at what happened on the 25th. So on the 25th, we've come down and we've stalled again in prices. Now, I was anticipating prices coming down to this 1263's major level before a potential bounce all the way up to test this next major level in at 1284. Now, of concern is this candle where we do have this red triangle beneath, because we have come up to this 1279, which was a weekly pivot. We've seemed to have put in a bit of a bull flag, and we've had this breakout candle here, this strong bullish candle with the red triangle beneath it, this candle here. So we do look to have a bull flag formation, even though the overall trend is to the downside forming. So if we do see a continuation, we're definitely looking to see our prices react in around this 400 period average, currently sitting around this 1282 level. We've also got this major level in around 1284, and we've also got these 200 period average marks out here in blue. So these three factors combined here, we could potentially see selling to revisit these lows in around this 1272 level. If we do successfully break above these above 12, it will be 1285. We could potentially, we'll likely target this 1296, but before that we also have 1290 we would have to have a look at, because we did see some selling momentum coming to this market in off that 1290 level. So we do have quite a bit of resistance above us, but as there are some minor levels apart from this 1284, we could potentially see prices move beyond them all the way up to the weekly pivot. So overall, my bias does remain to the downside, but in light of this recent bull flag, we do have to remain cautious. Now, if I have a look at the weekly time frame, see where we are. So if we have a look at the weekly, so let's just get scaling on here, correct? So on the weekly time frame, the overall trend at one point was to the upside. We've had a series of higher lows, but we did see some selling off this 400 period moving average here. We had 4 consecutive weeks of pretty strong selling. In around the fourth week, we did find support as 1263. The buying momentum continued the week after, but we've come up to the next major level of 1305, and we did see some selling. Some strong selling momentum with the candle closing near the lows. So far this week, however, we have been pretty indecisive. We do appear to be putting a bit of a doge at the moment. We did see some selling momentum, but we have not seen continuation all the way down to this 1263 level. So we do have to be aware of that in light of the overall trend slightly being to the upside, even though the primary trend in this case is to the downside. Now, if we do have a look at the daily chart, let's have a look at the daily chart. So, see where we are. So on the daily chart, let's go to pen. On the daily chart, we've got our highs up here, and this is going to be our lower high, which will be a bearish sign. Now, these candles that we see forming in around here, none of them at present would indicate a reversal, especially on this daily time frame. We don't have strong candles as can be seen here on the left of the chart, or even the bearish candles over here as well. Candles which are pretty large in size in relation to the time frame, closing neither near their highs or lows. Currently, these candles, we've got strong bearish candles, and the bullish candles are somewhat indecisive, have wicks of either end, so it doesn't indicate there's much strong buying momentum. But again, we have to be aware of the primary trend, especially on the hourly time frame. There is a bit of a bull flag forming, so we have to look at price direct in around 1284 before we could potentially see a price breakdown towards this next major level we're looking at, where we did find support over here on your left in around this 1263 level. In around 1263, we've also got the 400 period moving average here in black and 200 period moving average here in blue. If we do break down from this 1263 level, the very next major level is all the way down at 1214. Although we do have some dynamic levels of support and resistance before we get all the way down there on the weekly time frame. If we do break to the upside again, we've already mentioned levels in around is 12.96 and 13.05. So we're just going to have a quick look to see where our dynamic levels of support and resistance are before we wrap up the analysis here. So if we go back out to the weekly time frame, and let's just see where our both the 200 and 400 period moving averages are. Well, the 400 period average is well above us, so it doesn't come into play. Below us, we do have the 50 period moving average and the let's just move that back. We do have the 50 and the 200 period moving average. So the 50 period moving average currently sitting at 12.43, and the 200 period moving average currently sitting at 12.32. They're quite a bit away, so we're just using them as references for the moment. So that should wrap up the XAUUSD analysis. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.